everyone, it's me, Elizabeth, and I have my Monsters Inc. Celia Funko Pop here with me, and I have my Penguin Kinder Joy toy here with me too. And today is September 11th, 2023, which means that today has marked 22 years since the Twin Towers in New York City were knocked down. So, 22 years ago today, on September 11th, 2001, the Twin Towers in New York City were knocked down by some planes. And it were obviously some bad people that were in the plane that knocked down the Twin Towers, because good guys would not intend to do something like that. So, yeah, and it was really sad. So the planes just flew into the Twin Towers, which caused them to fall down. And I'm pretty sure that there was a lot of people in the Twin Towers when they were knocked down. And I'm pretty sure there were a lot of people outside the Twin Towers too. And if there were anyone inside the building, they were probably knocked in their bodies, and they were probably knocked in their bodies by the airplanes. And if there was anyone outside the Twin Towers, they were either crushed to their death by the falling Twin Towers, because if buildings fall, and if there's people around and if they get crushed to death, they will definitely not survive that. And I'm pretty sure that knocking down the Twin Towers also caused some smoke and fire. And I'm pretty sure there were some people that survived when the Twin Towers were knocked down. Like, maybe if they were caught in some smoke, maybe they didn't die, they just were in the hospital for a while. But if there weren't any survivors, they probably would have breathed in the smoke, and it would have affected their lungs and killed them. And I'm pretty sure that there were some people caught on fire too when the Twin Towers were knocked down, which is more painful than breathing in smoke, and it's just as painful as being crushed to death too. I think being crushed to death is more painful. And I'm pretty sure there was a lot of babies and a lot of very young people. And when babies die, it's the most sad, because babies are really young, especially toddlers too. And I'm pretty sure that there were some other kids, and there were probably adults and old people too that died when the Twin Towers were knocked down. And yeah, it's really sad. Even though I don't think I knew anyone that died when the Twin Towers were knocked down. And if there were any survivors and any good people that survived, they probably just went to the hospital for a long time. And if the bad guys in the plane survived the crash, which they definitely would not, which they probably did not, they would be arrested by the police for murder, because knocking down a building if there's people around is murder, and attempted murder if they survive. So, yeah, and I hope it's been, I don't think there's anything that happened between now and then, and hopefully nothing like that happens ever again in the future. And my mom told me this morning that my Aunt Panda, who lives in California, was supposed to go to New York City the day the Twin Towers were knocked down. But she didn't go because she was pregnant with my cousin Max, who is now 21 years old. And sometimes when moms are pregnant, they aren't allowed to go on airplanes, or they probably just don't want to go. I don't know. But Max is a hero to my Aunt Panda since Panda was pregnant with him. So yeah, and Max saved her life, because if she were not pregnant with Max, or if she didn't know that she was not pregnant with Max, then she definitely would have died. Or if she just didn't know that she was not pregnant with Max, then Max would have died too. He would have died before birth. Because sometimes babies die before birth, like a cause when the mom's pregnant, or the mom, or if something but dangerous happens to the mom. Sorry. So yeah, Max is a hero to my Aunt Panda, and I thank him a lot. And next time I see him, I'll be sure to thank him for saving my Aunt Panda's life. And now I love him. And now I love Max a lot more for being a hero to Aunt Panda, who I also love a lot too. And yeah, hopefully something like this never happens again in the future. And it was really tragic what happened 22 years ago today. I hope you guys liked my video today. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.